Once the artery of life, the river now bears the shadow of human hands. In its shallow breath, the dolphin still searches for a glimpse of the home it once knew.
The current no longer carries life, only the remnants of human neglect. Trapped between mud and sunlight, its life slips away under the weight of its own body. In that single eye, the river seems to cry, silent and saline. Through the silence, soft echoes still travel, calls of a lost kin beneath the dying water.
When man gazes upon death, he finally sees the life he once ignored.
Even the wind has lost its path, swirling above a current that no longer breathes life.
Once a cradle of life, now a wound carved deep into the heart of nature.
What once nourished entire ecosystems now poisons every drop that touches the shore. Each gasp cuts through the silence, a fading rhythm against the choking current. In their eyes lies confusion, between wonder, fear, and the guilt of inheritance. Metal and nylon have become our reefs, monuments to control and confinement. A single act of mercy struggles against years of destruction woven into every knot. The river no longer sings, it gurgles, heavy with secrets buried beneath its surface.
Nature rarely speaks in words, only in echoes that grow louder when ignored.
A storm brews not from the sky, but from the river's aching soul.
The heartbeat slows, a final rhythm of the river that once gave life to all things. When the call for help echoes, hope drives even the weary to return to the river.
Each drop that touches its skin becomes a promise to give back what we once took away.
Every movement is measured, every gesture an act of fragile care amidst chaos.
Between mud and storm, human will holds stronger than the current that drags beneath.
A heartbeat, a fragile drum, echoing the rhythm of the river's remaining life. Between silence and noise, they search for the faint rhythm that says, life still lingers here.
Urgency spreads like fire. The will to save travels faster than the current that kills.
Contained yet safe, the dugong rests, its heavy breaths blending with the hum of human machines.
Each drop returning to the river carries a fragment of hope, flowing home again.
Amidst the filth and fatigue, humanity rediscovers its oldest instinct, to protect what cannot speak.
Beside the wounded river, a fragile hospital breathes hope beneath trembling lights.
Each pulse echoes through the night, a whisper between life and surrender.
Drop by drop, humanity returns what it once drained from the veins of nature.
In the language of numbers, compassion takes form, science and empathy breathing as one. While the world sleeps, these few remain awake, guardians of what tomorrow might still hold.
A faint exhale breaks the stillness, the river's lost voice returning through a single breath.
Sometimes, a single movement can carry the weight of countless prayers.
In reflection, there is no difference, only beings that wish to live another sunrise.
Fire flickers, not for warmth, but to keep faith alive. through the longest night.
Between life and dawn, kindness stands guard, bridging two fragile worlds. Morning breaks, the river exhales, and the world begins to breathe once more.
Step by step, they return what was never theirs to keep.
As the river greets its child again, the boundary between pain and peace dissolves.
For one brief moment, two worlds meet, one of air, one of water, and both remember compassion.
The water folds around its body, whispering, "This is how freedom sounds." Every circle of water widens like a heartbeat, proof that life flows again.
For the first time in years, the river answers with joy instead of silence.
From the sky, the river glows.
Two survivors drift through the light, a heartbeat shared between species, between worlds.
Hope does not vanish. It flows endlessly within the veins of every living river.
At last, silence feels gentle again, a calm born not of absence, but of healing.
Once trapped in mud, it rises now in sunlight, a hymn of survival sung without words.
Among blades of living green, the ancient grazer finds its world restored.
Beneath the waves, light returns where darkness once dwelled, life remembering its path home.
Change begins in small hands that choose to protect instead of forget.
Together they rebuild not only the river's edge, but the bond it once shared with them.
When wings return, it means the sky has forgiven, and the river breathes once more.
Every cloud that passes leaves its mark, but the river remembers how to shine again.
If the river still flows, there remains a chance for all life to begin again.
Every river carries the memory of life, and every heartbeat carries the sound of water.